Oh, right then. Alright, let's get everything right again. Do pew 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 pew. Alright, let's play. I didn't know this started straight away, so I had to pause it. So... Wait, does it start straight away? Can't move. Let's zoom in. Am I even moving? Yeah, okay. Oh, there you go. Edith Finch. R2.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
Okay.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms. Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately. I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
Oh, I thought I had to do something. No trespassing. This property is protected by video surveillance. Trespassing will be prosecuted.
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back. No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
Oh dear. So I don't know why this was in the horror section. Because one of my friends told me it's not really a horror game.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
Okay. This is where she lived? Reminds me of Lilo and Stitch. It's pretty cool.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it. As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
Oh, yeah, I don't blame you. It does look creepy, but at the same time, it looks fucking awesome. Missing.
Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house. I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't. Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
There must be another way in. Oh, this triangle. Okay. Maybe this door. Oh, no, I'm gonna be a dog and just crawl in.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11. The power had been turned off the night we left.
Why do people do that when they check the path? They go click, 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 click. Once you click it once, you're like, okay, it's not working, it's a plus. Why do you gotta constantly click it? So they just up and abandoned this place?
For the first time in years, I felt like I was home.
It's a nice kitchen. A very nice kitchen. Oh, damn.
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one. Like how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
You name your cat Molly. Apple pie. Oh, there you go. If you want to make apple pie, there's the ingredients. I mean, you could look on the internet, but...
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it. Like a smile with too many teeth. A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night. My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
Is he still missing? 2003. Oh. How in the world are those books staying up there? How? I don't want to go up there just yet. I want to look around here. The music box.
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house. Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
It's a nice house.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left. It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
What happened
My mom
then?
was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home. Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
Oh. It does have this eerie sense. That something is watching you. I don't know why.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
So when her son went missing, she barricaded the doors? Why? This is Molly's room. Isn't Molly the cat? The cat has his own room.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
Oh.
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
Ah! what does it say? 20,000 languages under the sea.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets.
Whoa.
Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of. From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me. Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan. But I had no idea what was behind that door.
Oh, green.
Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
I don't know why I have this really weird feeling. Molly Finch.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat. The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Oh, why? Oh, little goldfish. I thought about it.
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
I thought about eating my fish, but I stopped.
I ate a lot of things that night.
Why? Isn't they poisonous?
I kept eating and eating.
What?
Have you looked down yet?
I have no head! Why have you told me I have no head? I have no head! Why would you say that, Chloe?
Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her.
Oh, that was all locked.
And suddenly, I was a cat.
I'm a cat now? Meow! Oh, I do want to be a cat, 'cause the cat's the only cat who knows where it's at. In the feline feet. And the hair with the snow, it makes you wish you were born.
Cat with no ears.
Cat with no ears.
Really scared.
Head asterisk.
Cat with no head. Oh. I hear it purring. Can I jump over it? I can. Meow!
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
Meow! Come here. You can't run away, bird. You're mine!
I jumped and I almost got her.
Damn it. Yeah. No. Yeah. No. Come.
I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All
Well,
I cared about was eating that mama bird.
I was just say, how am I Molly when Molly's the cat, isn't it?
I gobbled her up.
Oh! It's okay, cat's always land on the feet.
Suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind.
I'm an owl?
Little teeth nibbling.
I'm
on the grass.
Houdini! I feel like fucking Houdini. I'm an owl, motherfuckers.
Rabbits.
What? Oh. Oh, that just reminds me of the fucking film, Watership Down, which I was terrified when I used to watch as a kid. Can we get rabbits? No, I can't get them. Wait for it. Wait for it. Now! Got it! I'm sorry, Rabbit, I'm sorry!
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
I was gonna say, I don't think that's how owls work, lady. Little child. I don't think they do that.
A mama rabbit.
A mama rabbit? I don't want to kill a mama rabbit. Guess I have to.
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
Ah! What the fuck is this going on? Daddy shark do 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 do. Daddy shark do 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 do. Daddy shark.
I was hungrier than ever.
Come here, you little seal.
Juicy seals.
Come. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? You're mine.
I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
Why you made me play Chloe? Dana, Dana. Any more seals? There it is.
It's such a weird, unique game. Loudly crying face rolling and all laughing.
It is. I got tired of
So
it.
hungry. jumped out of the water.
And now I'm a
When
what?
I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
I'm a fucking octopus! Wait, this is the Finch's.
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
Wait, I'm a monster, not an octopus? I thought I was an octopus.
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
Fuck, you made me jumping! I jumped myself!
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
Only that would get you, ha ha ha.
I'm a sneaky snake. I'm hungry. Rusty Taylor field to the rusty shaver early in the morning. Hey, hey, rusty red Taylor, hey, wave the drunken sailor, way, sailor, drunken sailor early in the morning. Come here! Early in the morning, I'm a slithery snake, slithery, slithery snake. I'm a slithery little snake, gonna eat all the people. Oh, can I not grab that? Shit.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And to cross the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it.
Okay.
I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
You just go like this all the fucking time. This is gonna leave me now then. Hello? Okay, what am I doing? Like, controls. Fix yourself.
I got closer and closer.
Wait. It's the house. This is Molly's room, isn't it? All my stomachs. Oh, I thought I gotta go up there. Guess not.
All my stomach started growling. And suddenly,
Ah, I want to be.
My breath for a long time.
Okay.
I couldn't hear anything.
Why are you whispering? I don't like it.
It's waiting for me to fall asleep.
No,
But
don't.
it's not going to wait much longer.
Okay.
It needs to be, and we both know I will be delicious.
Cool. Cool. That was a cool little. That was cool. So that was Molly.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
All right. I know this is the family tree, but when I find all of them. Ah, so we have Barbara, Calvin, Sam, Eden. Oh, Edith. Or is it Edie? Sorry. Odin. Cool name. Walter. Georgie. Gus. Lewis, Milton, and Edith. Ah. Okay.
I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here before my mom sealed the doors.
Oh, she's an old. Yeah, it's 1937 to 1940s. Oh, she didn't live that long. She lived like, is it 10? Yeah, oh well. I'm not a cat now, am I?
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
Starship Gemini. Fury. Lift off.
We got along, and it was a good place to hide from my mom.
Is that a sword? Oh shit. It's a cool sword.
Her room was like a museum. For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan.
Johan. That's what you spell Johan? I like the word Johan.
On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea.
Damn.
Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Oh, right, okay.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Right, so then his daughter's Edie, and she had a son? Mystery of the death thereafter? Joining the Great Major. Oh, it says where it's built, but yeah, that's cool. Sven, is it Sven? Sven Flint. It's a fucking mouthful. Eden won't go. 27-year-old woman refuses to evacuate because of a little forest fire.
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
Mole man beneath the Finch house.
I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time.
Ah, so I'm Edith Jr.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
Oh, so Sven died? Building a... Oh yeah, dragon kills Finch. Tragedy struck Finch family. Pond. Celebration turns to... Can't say that. I've seen the last word.
Even in her 90s. Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Well,
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom.
As you said, this is a pink bathroom.
It was a pretty big trace.
There's a Secret in the Bathroom by Sven and Edith Finch.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
What? That's cool. I love that. I love stuff like that. Like hidden walls and stuff like that.
Sven
Creepy,
gave
but...
Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Calvin Finch, born April 25th, 1550, and then died September 23rd, 1961. A deer in a swing.
Look down again.
I'm not gonna have a head anymore. Wait, am I pregnant? I'm 17. How am I fucking pregnant? Or am I just a big girl? Which don't bother me.
Yeah.
So, some people need to put a fucking thing at the end of it, I'm telling you. And learn to, you know, Milton. Swing. Nah. And I'm walking around like this as I'm pregnant. That's cool. Wait, are those like... Wait.
Watch what you're saying, boyo, rolling on the floor.
Watch what you're saying, boyo. No. You know, I'm 17 in this game. And I'm already knocked up. What was that? Fuck, scared the shit. I sound like a cat. But these pictures look real. They're like incredibly real. This is not a true story, this isn't, is it?
All my fellas.
Oh, hello. Just watch what you say. But hello.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin.
Pregnancy adds a lot to the story later on. But yeah, she crazy jumping around.
Alright, that's more to the story. Okay. Man, they got tall.
And that he never talked about him. I guess my grandpa didn't like
Command
history any more
center.
than my mom did.
How are you, bro?
I'm grand.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
You are grand.
Yeah, grand. Is there another word for
My brother
good?
said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did.
Whee. Oh, I got it twice. I was going to say,
Barbara's funeral,
can't do it with my
he
buffalo leg.
swore he'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Oh hi.
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready! Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible.
Wait, am I trying to swing the whole
Maybe
room
if I
tree?
hadn't said that.
Well, that doesn't look safe.
Calvin! I'm not gonna tell you again!
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up, then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it.
Well, he wasn't going to do it anyway.
I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother.
Yeah, it's giving me really bad anxiety because I've done this before and it didn't end well in real life.
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Wait, so that's how Calvin died?
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
I did do it. It didn't end well. It's just luckily I still got my leg. Yeah, he didn't survive long. Damn.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
Yeah, I can see that.
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Again, another secret area. Dope. That's a cool one. Pull up. Sure, this isn't like fucking Batman's lair. Am I going to the back cave?
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Oh, that's Barbara's where I'm going.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
Wait, this is where I started. Oh, me. I guess I just have to go back here. It's like secrets everywhere in here.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Oh my god, she doing the gritty? I'm joking. I shouldn't laugh at this. She's doing the gritty. My friend Bigfoot. You know, we'll say what people with big feet. Small dicks.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Afterwards. A dreadful story.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Wait, so A Dreadful Story. Guest starring Barbara Finch. Featuring Old Jack. Oh, it's a comic.
Ew.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career
Comic-Con.
needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages.
Oh, no, but
There's
I liked
a
it.
music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box.
Oh, that's dope.
And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Why have you got Mike Myers' songs playing then? Doom.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Fuck this. Okay. Oh. Hello.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
No way. Why is that shaking right up? Get away.
The old fridge
Fucking hell.
rattled and grew still.
It had to be done.
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well,
You'll
I'm
scream.
not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you...
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Why Mike Myers? Oh, that's cool. The two eyes and the cat. Ah, no. Why?
Walter, are you there?
Walter vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing.
Fuck off.
And he was. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
I like this. This is probably my favorite
There's
one.
gotta be another way out of here.
Wait, this is Walter's room. This way.
That night, she played her part beautifully.
This is gonna copyright strike because of this song.
Walter, but just couldn't do it.
Oh shit. Oh, that's where I came from, right? Okay. Do I go out the window like I used to? No.
Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned.
Fuck you! Whoa! Whoa!
He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
No, he did. He fell off a balcony into a glass table, so he's obviously dead.
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Who is it? I haven't ordered any pizza yet. Also, there's a crazy ass motherfucking hookman around here.
She heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Funny guy. Wait, so what happened to her? No, I need to learn. I need to know more. I want to know more. What happened to her? What killed her?
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
What happened to her? I hope it tells me what happened to her. Wait, so the music box has the key. Okay, back here I go.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Made a lot of sense. So all that stuff actually happened? Oh yeah.
It's funny. All those times I played with the music box and never found the basement key.
I think it's because you turned it clockwise, and I think you have to turn it anti-clockwise. So, instead of that way, it's this way. I don't know why American basements always scare me. Yeah, I hit all this stuff off. What the fuck? Sven.
Mom said the basement was off limits.
Okay,
Unless I
sound like.
wanted another tetanus shot. I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages. I thought maybe she was hiding presents. It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
Oh, sneaky. Yeah.
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
Oh, is this like a fucking shelter?
If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Or none of us trust in one another.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything. Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly.
Wait, so is this Walter?
And then one day, everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting.
It's 2005
Maybe I
now.
just got tired of being afraid.
25th. of March.
It's been a week now. The longest in 30 years.
Wait!
I'm done waiting. I have to leave.
It's the
While I
1st of
still
April.
can.
It's my birthday. Right? Or was it the 31st?
Yeah, this is Walter.
This is Walter. Oh yeah. Makes sense now. Oh, I have a head now. Big is this fucking house? Am I even in the house anymore?
I know it's out there, somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara. And Molly.
And Molly.
Calvin.
And Calvin.
Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day. Even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one real day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Train!
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
So he just locked himself away?
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
Look, you're doing all this stuff and you're pregnant. You're crazy.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house...
Do you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Enchanted. Encanto. Where fucking Bruno is living inside the walls.
I can only imagine what else she was hiding.
We don't talk about Bruno, no. We don't talk
I don't
about
want to make
Bruno.
the same mistakes she made.
But it's my wedding day.
Trying to bury something that's still alive.
This did lead out into the open then.
Now that there's only one of us left. Or maybe 2. I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself. And found out what happened to
We
everyone.
don't talk about Walter.
We don't talk
But
about
now I'm worried
Walter.
the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse. We made it real.
Oh damn. What's that over there?
I don't know if I should even be writing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me. But I thought you should know about your family.
Oh, I get it now.
And the history you're a part of.
She's talking to her kid, which is inside. The baby. Inside her baby? Her baby. She talked to her baby. So I'm guessing that's... No, that wasn't the slide.
Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
No.
Your... My? I know, she talked to my baby. Her baby.
And when you look at the house, that
All right.
history of
She's writing
imagination
about
and
it in case
stubbornness
she doesn't get
madness.
to tell the stories.
Yeah, because of the curse. I get it now. See, it all come... No. I'm a very good puzzle solver.
Any of it seems possible. I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Wait, because they get their own cemetery?
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery may be more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Trumpy. Lump. Is that lumpy? Firmpy. Trumpy. Drumpy. No, bumpy. Brumpy. Derpy Jr. I got. Ah, Lucy's a dog. Daisy. Cat was called Charlie. Tucker. Coco. Zoe. Bailey. Bob. Christopher. Is that Christopher? Shadow. I was going to call my cat Shadow. Fair enough. Oliver. What is that word? Sashi? Sachi? I don't know. Sorry for butchering your name. Do you have a name? You did.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
In a way, it's really creepy that you have your own cemetery right by your house, but it's not in another way. Like, you don't have to travel miles and miles and miles to see your relative's grave. Molly Flinch. Calvin, Sven, Eden, Walter, Barbara.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away. She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
Yeah, what is that?
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every
Oh, that's
night.
the old house. That's Odin, huh? Why doesn't he have a name? I meant to look at the house a lot more. Oh no, no, okay. I guess I have to go back to the house then.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
Sam Finch, Gus Finch, and Georgie Finch.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us. We never found Milton's body, so my mom insisted we were putting up a monument, not a tombstone.
Sanjay. Wait. He's not a Finch. He's not a Finch. This guy's not a Finch. He's a Kumar. Sanjay Kumar.
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself. But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing...
She's doing this when she's pregnant.
22 weeks pregnant.
Why? When you're 17 and you're 22 weeks pregnant, like, come on. The youth these days, man.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common. They were both pretty intense. Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
Yeah, I don't like being cameras either. Unless I have to for a reason, then yeah. I don't like taking selfies. I don't like Zoom calls. Just...
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime. Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit.
Please just take the damn picture.
Hey, smile, Dawn. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. The camera's older than you are.
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
I'm not a good photographer. What am I meant to be taking a photo of? It's my eyesight. I wonder if I had to find a deer. Sure, one button. First triangle. What am I meant to be taking a photo of? I took a photo of here with all the birds. I thought that would be it.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
Hold still while I take a picture of you.
I definitely won't be moving. Hey!
That's a keeper.
Nothing quite like being outside. I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years. Dawn, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph? Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip. Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire. We found an old logging trail. There were deer everywhere. I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck for you in no time. You don't need to waste any more film on me, kiddo.
Okay.
Give me a minute to check the map.
It's gone a minute.
Let's see.
Maybe what? Speak, my man.
What was it? Could have been.
Am I gonna be that simple and just take a picture of the red cap or something? Why did it go so blurry? It's fucking up my eyesight again. Is he gonna speak? I don't know what else to take a photo of. I took a photo of pretty much everything right now. What am I missing? Took a photo of the gun. And the poem. Took a photo of the cup. I might see something in the woods. Can't turn far enough to get the tent. See, it just goes otherwise. Right, I'm lost. I've taken photo of everything. Took a photo of the signs. Took a photo of him. The map. I don't know what else to take a photo of. Canoe? No. Don't say it's this. Ah.
Dad!
Good eyes, Don.
Ah.
Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of it.
What? Take what shot?
Dad, I...
Just... Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Don, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong. Keep yourself squared up.
Fuck, me jump, man.
Great shot, Don.
Oh, that's a pleasant one, isn't it?
I'm proud of you, Don. Always remember that, okay?
Oh, that's weird.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally
still...
normal, Don. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
That's how he died. Oh. That's how Sam died.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
Right, okay.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Geordie's room now. Oh, Geordie and Dawn. Divorce papers? Wait. No, pick it back up. No, I'm gonna try and read it. Okay. Oh, they're getting divorced. Sam Finch. A lawsuit has been filed against you. You have 20 calendar days after this summons is served on you to fill a written response to the attached complaint slash whatever that says with the Cree County Court Street, Friday. Okay. If you do not fill this response, you may lose the chance of your wages, money, and property may be taken either thereafter without further warning from the court. There's another legal requirement. You may want to call an attorney right away. Oh, fuck no. If you do not know any attorney, you may call an attorney referral service or a legal aid office. Listed in the phone book. If you choose to fill the written response yourself at the same time you fill your written response, I can't see the light shining on it, to the court, you must also mail or take a copy of your written response to the party serving this copies of all court's documents. Oh, someone isn't 20. Okay. Copies of all court documents in the case includes an order are available to the clerk or the critic count office. You may review these documents upon request. You may keep this blah, blah. File. Oh, okay.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it.
Am I a baby again?
I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
Over, Gregory. It's time to.
Get me out of here!
Hold on, sweetie.
But Mom.
Well.
Oh.
If I hadn't called that night.
Damn it. Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
Oh, it's Gregory. I thought it was Georgie. Fucked up. Oh no. Did the I shouldn't have.
Sure is happy. Be happy too.
That's very sad. They could have made it a little sadder, but the final bit, you know, it is very sad.
Yo, me and my online friend made a playlist on Spotify, and I hate how much you see that we don't have the same music taste.
Oh, that's a gutter. I don't even have the same. I didn't even put my Spotify. I got a list of my favorite ones, but I don't know how to put it up on there. Respect, strength, teamwork. So this is Gus.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard.
Whoa, I love kites.
My brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
Oh, that's not very nice.
My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart.
Was he dyslexic as well? Because that's what I'm seeing right now.
I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom, were the words that
I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger. The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go.
Sean starts reading the mixed up letters in perfect sentences.
I mean, if I don't, I probably won't know me. Oh, well, it's raining. The day was going inside the tent. Which is up here.
Like he put in a bunch of Melanie Martinez songs, and I put in a bunch of 2017 Roblox music.
Okay. Well, that's the tent. There's gotta be something on the other side then. Huh.
I love this game. Face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy.
That nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
Oh, that's not good. Oh, is that what's gonna happen?
The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, make the music louder.
Whoa, the lightning! I wish that.
Lighting.
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam.
Whoa!
But I didn't. Until we found you.
And that's how Gus died. It wasn't much
She
about
never
Gus.
talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Fair enough, I was going to be called either Jordan or John. Instead, I was called Sean. There we go. I see I would like Gus.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died.
Again,
At
I'm
the time,
22.
it was as far away as she could get.
I'm 22 weeks pregnant and I'm climbing walls like this in a little child's house. Now this I like. This little room, like, you know, this is fucking dope. Little setup here and...
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
Crap, I dropped my phone. What happened?
Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Just showed how Gus died.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Oh, right. That's... okay. 18... Oh, 2018 that was, sorry. Wait, was it?
Oh, okay, Skull.
Dawn and Sanjay, 1986. That does not look like a 1986 photo. Like, look at the way they're dressed.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis was born a year later.
And Lewis was her brother.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
They took the picture 2 days ago.
Yeah, you're right.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that. And for a while, things were good. Almost normal.
Sam, Calvin, Joe. Okay. Lewis plus rules.
But it didn't last.
It didn't last. Whoa!
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
Oh, this is Milton's castle.
I think Edie was happy to finally have another painter in the family.
Oh, that's dope. I like it. It's very small in here. It's more smaller than my room. That's saying something. Oh, I go up? Oh, that's dope. Maybe not too small after all. He did like to paint, didn't he?
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
I love this game.
It's pretty good, isn't it? Oh, this is dope. He did this? That's Inception.
Holy shit.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared. Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
I wonder what happened to him.
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
There's some sort of creature. I'm not meant to go this way. Oh shit. I keep pressing triangle, I pressed all buttons for no reason.
My phone is dying, so I'll leave now. Loudly crying face.
Okay, buddy, no problem.
I think Lewis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Hi.
Ta-ra, buddy.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him.
Yeah, man. It's all about the weed, man. Yeah, man. Groovy, man.
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Wonderland Turbo. What a good fucking name, eh? A bit of a geek. He's even got a better setup than me.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery. But he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to...
Began to
wander.
Oh.
I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads.
dragons.
And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more. I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on. I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend. On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians. And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination. So he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor. And he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him. He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville. St. Louis.
St.
He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis. Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on. In Lewisburg, he heard rumors of a handsome queen.
A handsome queen.
The queen was on her own quest for radiant rainbows.
Is he high or something?
He followed the sound of her silver harp. His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination.
This is fucking dope as fuck right now. My mind's blown.
Proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
Whoa.
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him. Began to forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
I'm his fantasy thing.
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt. I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder.
Oh, did he kill him? Huh?
The palace would be packed with his companions. Calico had insisted on inviting him.
Hey, it's Molly the cat!
His queen waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do.
And that was fart.
Bend down his head.
I know exactly what you're trying to do, and it's not going to work. My neck is as hard as a dragon's skin.
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
He put his head in the guillotine? Or the chopping thing? Oh, yikes.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
So it's only Dawn and Eden, and I'm guessing that's the last two. way to go, though. You just...
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left. My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
Man, this family's out of rough. Jesus Christ.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner. But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
So is this about her now, man? Wait, but I've missed two, haven't I?
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
The power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning, okay?
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it.
So
When the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
So is this Odin's wife? Yeah, Eden. This is Odin's wife, right?
I got turned around. I started seeing things. things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them.
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here? It's mine. Edith! Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go!
I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great-Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the band came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by.
That's cool.
My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you.
Fair enough, I'm the last.
Still not sure what to tell you about all this.
I'm the last Webster. As soon as my sister gets married.
If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes.
When she gets married.
And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is.
Oh god, am I being born?
This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you. And tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all.
I didn't do Dawn's one though. I didn't do Dawn and then... Oh, she died. Again, what happened to them? That's just gonna make me question more. How did they all just die? A story by... I missed two. I think I fucked it up.
Dawn was her mum.
I know Dawn was her mum. That was sick, yeah. But like, didn't have like the story and stuff for it. But what was the curse? Or was it just unlucky? Or was it just...
It literally showed her being unwell. That's how she died, and then Edith died after childbirth.
Ah. But again, what happened to Milton? Like, he disappeared. Shut up, phone. You know, the whole story is about how, like, they all died, but, like, they said there's a reason why they died.
That little boy was her son. The ones who disappeared, they never found the bodies.
They never found the bodies. But again, who killed Barbara? How did Barbara die? Who cut her ear off and put it into the music box? Did I miss something, or I feel like I've missed like a chunk or something. Oh, what an ugly baby.
It's just for your own speculation. They say a monster killed her, but that could be anyone.
I don't like when I don't know things. That's what gets me going to like a fucking rabbit hole. I go down a rabbit hole then. I need to know the reason why and who. It was a really good game in all fairness. I was about to cry at one bit. I held back. But there's the end. I enjoyed it. I really liked it. I got Dill mentioned it to me. Oh, they drawed now. Yeah, there we go. It's just the drawings weren't there. Of Eden and Dawn, that's all. And she never drowned of her dad. The replay a story option is now available. Select Eden to play from the beginning. No, I don't do that again. But yeah, that was a good game. I'm glad Dill mentioned it to me. Now I gotta play. I'm gonna start playing the Wolfenstein series now. The 3 I gotta do. But yeah, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Something different in my channel. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe. I'll catch you guys tomorrow in the next stream. Ta-da!